I want you to read some sentences and decide if the answer is yes or no. Look at this sentence. It says, a cow is an animal. Is that true?
Yes.
Because the answer is yes, you would circle the Y. Now look at the sentence. It says, a fish lives on land. Is that true?
No.
Because the answer is no, you would circle the N. Now look at the next 4 sentences. Draw a circle around the correct answer for each sentence. Work as fast as you can without making mistakes. Go ahead. Alright, nice job. Alright. Start here and read as many sentences as you can. Decide if the answer is yes or no. After you get to the bottom, go to the top. There are 3 pages. Keep working until I tell you to stop. Stop. Put your pencil down. Thank you, Jake. Alright. Read the words in each box. Write a sentence using all the words. You may add other words and endings to the words so that your sentence makes sense. Study the example. The words swam, fish, and little. The little fish swam. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and on each one just pick A or B. So number 3, A or B, number 4, A or B, and so on.
Okay.
and I'll inform you when we stop. Okay, continue. Okay, you can stop. Thank you, Jake. Alright, Jake, here you are. And as always, we'll have a minute to read and I'll let you know when that time is up. 1 second, let me get my handy timer here. And you may begin whenever you want.
Flathead Lake Monster. A few years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Zinger were spending a quiet evening in their cabin beside the Flathead Lake in Montana. Suddenly, they heard waves crashing against the shore outside. When they rushed up to investigate, they could see a strange shape splashing the water at the end of the pier. It seemed to be rubbing against the pilings as almost if it was an animal scratching its back. While Mr. Zinger ran for his rifle, Mrs. Zinger inched down the pier for a better look. Suddenly, a horrible creature with terrifying head emerged from the water. Mrs. Zinger screamed, and her husband came running with the rifle. The creature turned and swam away at great speed, leaving the large wake behind it. When the Zingers reported the incident, people suggested that they have seen a longer big waves. The Zingers were positive that they had seen a live animal. Does some sort of monster live in the inky deeps of Flathead Lakes? The Zingers were not the only people who had said they seen one. As long ago as 1920, fishermen in Flathead Lake complained about there being...
Okay. You may stop.
Okay.
All right. So the only words that were misread, and I'm sure you haven't seen this word ever. But yep, it's Ziegler.
Oh, Ziegler.
And because that's a last name, we oftentimes don't know how to pronounce last names we haven't seen anyway. So I mean, that's not something that we expect you to know, but you'll learn, more and more last names as you get older. But besides that, you nailed everything. Pound it. All right, now let's read the rest of the story out loud. So you left off on Flathead Lake.
Okay.
So line 177, starting 185.
Fishermen in Flathead Lake complained that something huge was tearing their nets apart. In 1963, 2 teachers out on the lake in a small boat reported seeing a dark gray object with 3 humps. Then the teachers reported they had seen 2 other women admitted that they had seen the creature on the same day. Throughout the years, more than 100 people say that they have seen the monster in Flathead Lake. The Flathead Lake's monster has been compared to the Loch Ness Monster of Scotland, the world's most famous lake monster. Although it's yet to be identified as any creature known to man, the Loch Ness Monster has been seen by thousands of people. Scientists have studied Loch Ness and have concluded that there would be possible for a large creature to exist in its waters. Flathead Lake is much larger than the Loch Ness, and the same types of fish live in the 2 lakes. Could that mean that the Scottish monster has a cousin in Montana?
Yeah. All right. Now let's answer the comprehension questions on the back.
Okay.
And you can bring out your pencil for that.
Oh, right there. Okay.
And you can do these silently and independently.
Okay.